There is one thing I see in almost every single portfolio I've looked at, and I've looked at thousands of portfolios. That is the lowest hanging fruit. That is the number one skill that would change their outcomes by the most. And it is not what to buy. Everyone asks what stock to buy. It is the selling. The reason is simple. You sell your winners because you're scared of losing money. So you sell them with 20, 30, 40% gains, and then they continue going up another couple 100%. But what you never sell are your losers. So that 5% down becomes 10% down, 30% down, 50% down, 70% down. Anybody bag holding something right now? Yeah, me neither. It got fixed for me through understanding when to sell, understanding the rules that Wall Street uses, because they don't have the luxury of holding losers. They need to make money every quarter and they need to report it. Otherwise, they get fired. And at Stocks Community, we give you daily stock ideas on what to buy right now. You can try it for 7 days and see if our approach works for you. So here's your action plan. Own more assets. That's the only path forward. Low-cost index funds like VTI or VOO. Individual stocks if you understand when to take profits. Real estate with fixed-rate debt. Real estate is a hard asset, and when you use debt on it, your real estate appreciates. You get cash flow, and over time, that debt, the value of the money that you borrowed, gets inflated away. You're playing the government's game to your advantage. I'm extremely bullish for the next few years. And specifically, if you're looking at gold miners, B is the one I'm watching most closely right now. Not as speculation, but as strategic position. This is a multi-decade plan. It's already happening, but most people won't realize it until it's done. Japan has already executed this playbook. With inflation, asset prices go up, but the value of your income goes down. The only protection is to move from being income dependent to being asset rich. The financial system rewards asset owners over cash holders. Full stop. If you're somebody that has a lot of cash, you're somebody that the government loves because the government is going to take all the value from the cash. They're going to fix all of their own problems, and the politicians are going to say, we're amazing. But if you look at history, you can see how this plays out. Asset owners get richer, the government gets their debt diluted, and everyday Americans with savings that didn't invest get screwed. Watch for these developments. More geopolitical crises that justify emergency measures. Continued Fed rate cuts despite strong GDP numbers. Further precious metal rallies as central banks accumulate. Push toward digital currencies after a necessary crisis. Growing wealth inequality. No matter who you elect, this is going to happen. Governments always protect themselves at citizens' expense. Your job is your preservation and your family's preservation. The past week has shown us the playbook in action. The S&P 500 has never been more expensive, yet risks are everywhere in 2026. The Dow closed at a record recently after the U.S. military strike on Venezuela, lifted oil shares, and renewed AI optimism lifted technology shares. Hard assets across the board, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and gold mining stocks like B all surged on geopolitical instability. This is the biggest transfer of wealth from the lower and middle classes to those who have the most money. It creates the most inequality we've ever seen, and it's irreversible. But you now realize it, so you have power. You can affect your own decisions. With inflation, asset prices go up, but the value of your income goes down. So the thing to focus on is owning assets. I'm going to be saying this for a very long period of time because this is a multi-decade plan and it's going to hit people after it's already done because most don't realize it. Now you realize it. If you got some value out of this, share it with a friend so more people are prepared. We can't affect the debt. We can't really affect the government, but what we can affect is our own decision. And once you realize you have that power, everything changes. Recent events aren't isolated incidents. They're all part of the same story, the story of how America will manage its unpayable debt through inflation and asset price increases, and why stocks like B, the gold miner trading around $45 to $46 with a 154% gain in 2025, with an IPO catalyst coming, with activist investors pushing for value, with massive buyback and a $5,000 gold price target from major banks, why that stock is positioned to be one of the best safe haven plays you can make right now. I thank you for watching. Remember, you can join Stocks Community at stockscommunity.com for a 7-day trial of daily stock ideas on what to buy right now.